around other people?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay.
I would.
I'd be tactical about it.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
I think that you can gauge with certain people. So, yeah, my lady, you're saying there's no time limit on marriage or when you should get married, but yet you're saying you wouldn't get married after 10 years of being together.
I think it's mixed emotions, isn't it?
Well, anyway, in the interview where Charlemagne says to Stormzy, him and his wife we've been married for 5 years, but we're together for 21. Bro, it took you 21 years to realise you want to marry me. That's a long time.
I don't think it's how long, and I think that's what people are fixated on.
Yeah, the
time. It's not about time, it's when it's right.
Yeah, because I believe that
you tomorrow.
Yeah,
get married.
I believe that you can meet somebody
Yeah,
today.
of course, that's great. But I just feel like, why have you waited 21 years to tie the knot?
You don't know what they've been through for that 21 years. You don't know their
like
That's what I say. There
Long
could have been a lot of
Yeah, it feels right
break up
now.
to make-ups and stops and starts.
You know, you feel like sometimes, you know how like your guy's been pissing you off, and then you're rolling with him, you're feeling like, you're like, fucking hell, I'm falling back in love with this nigga.
That's still going to
It's
happen
sexy.
in marriage though as well.
Yeah, exactly, but marriage is a whole different commitment.
Okay,
It's a whole
so
different,
let's not take it as hypothetical. Us now as adults, maybe not you because you're not as old as me and Chanel, but me and Chanel are the same age. She's actually, you're older than me. Welcome to In the Moment. We're in the moment. So, Chanel is 34. I'm still 33. Not respecting my elders.
I look good for 34 though, I know that.
Yeah,
much.
you do. You don't look like you're an 80s baby still. So, me saying now, I'm 33.
Right.
I meet someone. I'm not waiting 21 years to get married.
Why?
Because I don't want to look old in my wedding pictures for one.
Right.
Sorry, mate. I ain't doing it. But no, just personally, I just feel like...
That sounds good to say. Real.
Like, why are we waiting 21 years? I just think like we're not young. Most people that you hear did wait a long time is because they met those people at an early stage. So if you've been with your partner since you were 16, 18, obviously relationships go on and off, you have kids, you fall out of love, in and love, you grow into separate people as well in that time because you've grown into adults. So a lot of things happen in that time. So I can more understand going from teenage years into adulthood why you haven't got married in that certain time. But if marriage is on the agenda for you, you go into a relationship, you know you're going to want to get married, why would you then wait 21 years for that man to be ready?
Yeah, but you're fixated.
No, it's not about
culture.
being fixation. It's not about culture. If that person hasn't been ready for 21 years, why have you waited? That's what I'm saying. Do you understand my point? Someone said to you they've not been ready for 21 years.
And then after that 21 years saying, oh, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that may not be based on you. That may be based on their self-development.
But what? I'm 33.
Yeah.
So at the stage that I'm at now, yeah, I don't have everything together. The partner that I'm meeting is also going to be in the process of knowing what he definitely knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be making the steps to work towards that. Me personally, that person's already got kids because I don't want no more kids.
But there you go. It's the same as having a baby. Oh, I'm having a baby now because I'm going to be 30 next year.
No,
There's no time.
That's that personal. That is a timing for that person. That's a timing for that person.
That's your.
Because also for men and women that differs. A man can have a child up until he's 90. A woman cannot. So there is a time limit on a child. That's completely different. I'm just saying, if you get into it, if you're dating somebody, yeah, obviously you're dating, you're figuring each other out, this, that, and the other. It gets to a point where he thinks that you're nice enough, or you think he's nice enough. You feel like he's the right person. You got enough chemistry. You're on the same path. You get along enough. Well, he carries enough traits and characteristics where you say, I want him to be my boyfriend, and you carry enough traits and characteristics where he looks at you and says, I want that person to be my woman and my girlfriend. So you've made that conscious decision to come together as a union. Do you make that conscious decision to come together as a union? Me personally, if I've made that decision to come together and make you my boyfriend, you already know the likelihood that I want to get married at some point in my lifetime.
But you're gonna have that conversation first.
This is what I'm saying. So you making me your girlfriend, and I've already made it clear to you that at some point in my lifetime I want to get married.
Yeah. But are you not gonna give him a time scale like when you want to get married then? Because if you're just saying you want to get married,
Yeah, I'm saying I want to get. But that's
how
what I'm
long?
saying.
Like 5 years, 10 years.
I'm gonna
from
give
now,
you a
like,
rough idea of when I would like things, a timeline to happen. Just like how I could probably give you a rough idea of I'm setting up a business and I would like my business to be up and running within 3 years. I have a timeline for everything that I'm doing, because if me personally, I'm not having any more children. You're not having any more children. The only thing that we've got to work on our relationship is our personal goals and that we want to do, and our relationship together, spending time, traveling, whatever our interests are. And one of my goals are to get married. So when you've made me your girlfriend, you know at some point she wants to get married, and that's one of the attributes that I'm bringing to the table, that you want to accept me as a girlfriend, that she wants to get married.
I
So you
guess.
could be saying that from the get-go then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you start passing, but a lot of people are not vocalized, because they might say, if I told this person I want to get married, doesn't mean I want to get
They
married
might
next
be
week.
like, oh no,
Doesn't mean I want to get
forget
married
that.
next
Man's not
year.
on that.
But
Man is not on
as
that.
women, we do tend to hold back a lot of things that we expect in relationships, because we don't want to scare the man off.
Man, yeah.
But yeah, a man will just lay down on the table straight away what he expects and doesn't expect from a woman.
Yeah, it's double
What, do you
standards
go
with
partying
that.
a lot? No, it can't be my
It's
woman.
double standards with
What, do you do this red-hair? No, my woman can't do that. But as a woman, we won't be very vocal about our expectations of a man, because we're scared we're going to scare him off. So a lot, that discussion doesn't come out, and that's how a lot of women do end up waiting 21 years to get married.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it.
That's true, because what? Cassie was with Diddy for how long, and then she's with this new guy, married.
Which means you clearly wanted to get married.
Yeah, she got married, she was married.
But you
ASAP.
put that thought to the back of your head, because you know that man don't really want it. You've left Diddy, and within a year and a half, you're married and baby dog.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think it boils down to the individual, you know? I think it all boils down to the individual, because some people don't even want to get married, the whole process. They just want to live.
See, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like men carry a lot of that power. If you don't feel comfortable to tell that man that you want to get married,
Then
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If that man comes to you openly and lets you know that he's open to marriage, this, that, and the other, it will more, I'm telling you, as a woman, you will more be susceptible for laying out that you would want to get married too. I feel like women will more become not bothered about marriage if you feel like, even if he hasn't expressed that he doesn't want to get married, if you get that vibe from him, doesn't mean you don't love him. Doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. But that's an awkward conversation to have, because you know it's not really his intention, it's not really what he wants right now.
Okay, cool. So, all right, Kayla. You've
bust
met,
this.
yeah.
Oh,
You met somebody.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put it straight out there how long, or when you would like to get married?
When I've met somebody, or when now you're my man?
Yeah. Now, okay, you're just dating.
Oh.
You're just dating, going on dates,
Yeah.
doing whatever. You know that niceness, the honeymoon period.
They ain't even all honeymoon
But then how long
period.
is the honeymoon period to you?
Well, that could be over in a week.
Isn't it? You
Exactly.
know.
They used to
And it
phone
can
me,
last
I'm
10
pissed
years.
off. No, but I'm saying,
Yeah. So after you've gone
now,
past
in dating, I might mention in bants or whatever, or this, that, and the other, or this, that, and like, but I'm not gonna put any pressure on you per se, because I don't even know if you're the man I want to marry, because we're dating.
Definitely.
When I'm dating, I don't have no seriousness. When I'm dating, I'm dating.
dating, yeah, just
It is what it is. What about you? What about you?
What? How long would I?
Yeah. Would you mention it
Would
in
I-
dating, or would you be in a relationship?
No, I wouldn't mention it in dating.
What? Go on for this.
I think I would more mention it in a relationship,
Okay.
because I might not see myself with that person that I'm dating. Do you get what I
This is
mean?
it.
Like, so it doesn't make any sense in me saying, okay, yeah, so I want to have kids, I want to be married, and by the time I get to this age, like, no, we're just having fun in it.
Okay. So sub subject. We'll still, marriage is still our main subject.
Yeah.
But sub subject, dating.
I was just about to say that.
In dating, right? Do you date one person exclusively, or do you date multiple people? I'm a head out. The person off camera is heading out. I'm a head out.
I'm out of this one.
Would you call that a freeze and a
I'm a head out. SpongeBob moment. Don't look at me. Ask you. Do you date?
This is a
multiple-
hard one.
What
because
is hard? You're a grown woman. You're dating now. Are you gonna date?
I'm just
multiple-
trying to think about how, like, do I date?
Yeah, but what is dating to you?
Dating.
It's going on.
Professional.
Okay,
man.
dating to me is like, you know,
Come, fluffy cup for fluffy. That's why we got odd cups, okay? So ask no questions, alright? Fuck's sake. This ain't gaucho. This is in the moment. Glass was slimmer. She's like,
Anyway,
yeah, the
back
ghetto.
to,
The ghetto.
back to the question. Dating for me is going out with someone, having fun, getting to know them, you know, going for dinner, going for
Courting.
chips, going for shisha.
Yeah, but my question is not. Yeah, okay. So that's your definition of dating.
Yeah.
Would you do that with more than one person at one time?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to be dating four people at one time.
Why not?
I don't
Dating
wanna do
purpose
that.
is to get to know people.
No, I don't want to do that. That's a bit
Does
too much
dating
for
mean
me.
does dating mean that you're having sexual intercourse with these people?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But you know, sometimes
said
they
it
pull my
twice.
start job.
She said it twice. Not
Not
necessarily.
necessarily. You don't have to sleep with someone
No,
for
of course
because
you
you're
don't.
dating them.
Definitely not.
But you know, sometimes you might just get a bit, you know, you get that little twinkle.
No.
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know the twinkle.
I know the tingle.
Explain it.
No, I'm just basically saying the reason why I wouldn't date multiple people is because
Yeah.
I'm a female in it, and I like to do the damn thing, and I don't want to be like.
It's not like, oh, fabulous right now. Like to do the damn thing.
So what? So in dating, if you're not having sexual intercourse with all of them, like okay, say you meet a guy tomorrow, he wants to take you out on a date, this, that, and the other, and then you know another guy that you've known for a few months or so, and then he says, you know what, I want to take you out, this, that, and the other. When you get to know them both, are you just gonna put all your eggs in, all your fruit in one basket?
Yeah, but the reason why I wouldn't want to do that yet because I don't want to start liking both, and then it's like, oh, which one do I choose? Like,
But
which
then at
one
least
do
you
I
have
like
choice.
more?
Because
That's too much headache.
you've got
and I can't
lime,
take that.
then you got lemon, and you have this, and then you know if you like the pineapple, because you're not taste it, yeah. So you're just there with the lime and the lemon, and it's sour, and then you don't know if you want something sweet, and then the pineapple comes along,
I'm going to take that risk.
and then you date pineapple, and you're like, Rascal, imagine if I did never go out with pineapple, would I never know me like this?
No, I'll just
Because
do
me
that
did there with lemon and lime.
You sound like an expert.
Not just
Dating.
No, I wouldn't date multiple people one time.
So what? What do you mean, like?
I feel like she's scripted like Love and Hip Hop in the moment.
So you won't date, even if you're not having sex with them, you still date one person.
Yeah, I'm just on
Just
dating
one?
person. Yeah.
That's not dating.
It is dating.
That's
No,
like
not necessarily.
courting.
I'm okay. When I say
Okay, then,
multiple
so,
people,
alright,
okay,
alright,
I'm
alright,
not
alright.
gonna date more than 3 people at the same time. I don't want to do that. That's
Okay,
not me.
okay, cool. So you date this person, you discover I don't like them.
Yeah.
Will you date someone straight after?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would. But I'm saying I wouldn't date 3 people, 2 maximum. But I'm not gonna take the 3. I'm not doing
What's
that.
a good date to you? What's a bad date? What would make you say I ain't gonna see you again?
Yeah, what are the do's and don'ts on dating?
If there's no conversation, I'm not coming back again. See you later. You had your chance.
Yeah, we're not going to the cinema for a first date.
Are you mad?
Am I 15?
Cinema.
What
First
are we doing?
date.
That's what my son's doing now. He's 15. Step your game up, fellas. Yep. And he pays.
What about your date being late?
You could never be later than me. And you're coming to get me, so it doesn't make... if you're late, that means I've got more time to fix this eyebrow, or the lace wig is laid down a bit more, the natural hair is wrapped a bit more if I've got it sleep back in the bun.
I'm done.
I'm never going to be ready before you. I've been ready before a guy once, and I was very angry.
Is it?
And I was like, is this how it feels? I was angry. I was like, how could you have a woman ready a whole 45 minutes before you? And it takes me a long time to get ready. That's rude. Nodding in the background. It's rude.
I just don't think you could beat my partner. He ironed the boxers, the socks. So literally, when I see him get out of the shower, that's when I decide to move, and I still got to do makeup.
Do you not help him along and iron the boxers, the socks, and the shorts?
No, he needs to iron the crease, the seamans. Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
I don't understand.
It seems.
Yeah.
The seams, yeah,
Not
she
the
said iron the
seams.
semen.
Because I thought we were talking about dating.
But not the semen.
I know.
So come on, okay, would you date multiple people?
To me, that's the definition of dating.
But how many? What's
I
your
mean, I don't put a
cut-off
number on it. Obviously, there's got to be a limit. How are you going to juggle all these people in the week? And I don't even really like to leave my house too.
point? Yeah.
I think
So-
4.
4 people.
Yeah,
is-
4. 4's a decent.
Yeah,
It's a
I would
decent
date-
number.
I would date 3.
Even.
I do see
Yeah.
3,
Even,
the number
no?
3. I would date
Yeah.
3 people.
I
Would
think
you-
more
would you
over three
let-
is too much.
Would you let the people that you're dating know that you're dating
Ooh.
Yeah.
other people?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay.
I would. Because we're just dating.
I feel like
Guys
you know
won't.
what? You know what? I'm
I don't
not gonna
think
lie
guys
to you.
will. No,
you know
no.
what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'd be tactical about it.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
I think that you can gauge with certain people who you can tell and who you can't. And I think as a woman,
yeah.
even though I'm dating, I know who my preference is. So I don't want to upset the preferred one.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna know that I'm dating other people.
Yeah.
But the ones that are kind of like
Exact.
the lemon and the lime,
Yeah.
y'all gonna know.
Yeah.
But
So you're
pineapple. Pineapple lack of thinking. That's the way I would do it. Hypothetically. I'm not saying that I'm doing that now. I'm not. But that's how I would do it. But I think the best policy is to be open, especially at this age as an adult. And I feel
Especially if you're only dating.
but I feel like men
Dating.
still cannot handle the fact of not being a woman's only choice. I do think that it's a big ego. Speak up, man, off camera.
No, it is. It is. I feel
it's
like they should know so they can up their game.
Yeah,
You're not taking a woman from me.
Even not upping game.
I'm
No, it's
believing
up the
that
game.
as well. Like
gotta
sometimes
keep them on their toes. You
when
gotta
you
keep
don't keep a
people
guy
on their
on his toes, he just thinks, yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna stay there.
Keep them on their toes,
She ain't
man.
going nowhere.
Are
innit?
you mad?
It's true.
Tell me,
It's true.
winner.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
You're gonna be like, you ain't gonna be dating people for long. I will be the only one. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
winning.
think transparency is best, and you know where you stand, because then at the end of the day, that's how lies start. If I don't tell you that I'm dating, I know I said all the pineapple stuff, but in reality, if I haven't told James that I'm dating Peter, when Peter asks me to go out on a date and James happens to call me that night, what am I going to say? I'm going to end up lying.
Yeah.
That's how lies
that's
are going
when
to
it all
start. I'm
just
going to end up
becomes-
saying, you'll be like, oh, what are you doing? I'm going to be like, oh, I'm just in bed these times. I'm putting on eyelash and getting ready and I'm stepping out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's lies.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
London is very small. So although you
Imagine
can
you're getting ready to go with Peter.
but it's not
In
even
the
just
restaurant
that.
with Peter, and then you see Jay.
Even if that doesn't happen, in early stages you can get away with that. But after a while, if you then become James's woman, James's friends might have seen you out with Peter before, or
Yeah.
you've been introduced to someone. They could be like, I know your face on somewhere. And then you've got to explain that, oh, at one point I was dating this person. And then if you talk about time frames and it crosses, it doesn't make sense. I would
Get all
prefer a
people.
guy to tell me as well. I know a lot of people say, women know the truth, but they can't handle it and this, that, and the other. We can't handle the truth the time that you want to tell us the truth. That's what we can't handle. The time you tell us the truth is
It's too
because we
late.
probed you about something, because we already have an instinct about something that you're doing already. So when you do tell us, this is why we're upset. Because now we knew that you was lying, and now it's been proven right. So now it's not the truth I can't handle. I can't
Yeah.
handle the fact that you lied and wait for me for
And
my
that means
women.
you're gonna keep on lying.
Yeah, so there's a trust thing. Just be open if you're dating. Do you think when you date someone, you know if that's the person you want to marry?
See, that's a bit tricky.
No.
I don't think.
Do you think
so.
you know you want to sleep with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
You know you want to exchange body fluid, but you don't know if you want to.
Yeah, because you might be crazy.
So you want to have crazy soul tie sex,
Yeah, I like crazy sex, but
but that's a soul tie. You
No,
can have
but-
crazy sex with the same person. The person that has to be crazy to have crazy sex.
Yeah, but remember that.
And then you're gonna have
that
a soul
person
tie.
you just want to have fun with. It doesn't mean you want to get
But
married
you're
with them.
creating soul ties when you sleep together with
Yeah,
somebody.
but we're in 2020 now. It's been happening. It's not gonna change.
That means that it's right. Slavery was happening. Does it mean if it continued that?
No,
it was
but you
right?
know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Just because
No.
you don't want to marry that person, but you rather sleep with that person, what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying you'd rather create a soul tie than
Yeah.
than an actual marital tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just clarifying.
Okay. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
What about you? You wouldn't.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't,
Mhm.
but I've got to see potential in you. I can't sleep with you and not like you.
I'm not saying sleep with
I'm
them on
not
the first
saying-
night, you know. I'm
You
not
could
saying
sleep with somebody on the first
No, but
night.
I'm just saying. I'm just not saying sleep on the first night or second night.
But you
or
know
third
that
night.
you know that.
But you
oh,
would know
I
like,
like you.
like, oh,
I
raw
can
boy,
give you
like,
but that's just a feeling, though, right? No, it's a feeling when you see them first sight.
And it's an attraction.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
attraction.
first sight. You
Yeah.
you can say it, but doing it's a different thing.
But you can say
If
the
you-
same thing as marriage as well. You can look at someone and say, oh, I think I could marry him.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
I can see him as my husband.
I
can see
can't
myself
look
I
at
can
somebody
be
and say
with.
that, but I could go on a date, have a really good date, conversation is flowing, we end up speaking about so many different topics. You showed me there's something about you that I like, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you speak about life, or the way that you speak about your family or whatever. I could leave that date saying this man holds qualities that I would look for in my husband.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair.
I'm not saying wake up and look at this man and be like, he's gonna be my husband, I'm gonna marry him tomorrow. But you could be with somebody, have a really good date, have a really in-depth conversation. I've had conversations with people that I've known in shorter times, and I've also dated people and been out with people and we've not even scratched the surface because they're not that kind of person.
Yeah, true.
We don't go deep. I don't know nothing about their inspirations. I don't know their fears. I don't know what they aspire to be. I don't know nothing about their childhood, and I could meet somebody tomorrow, go on 2 dates, and we've explored a lot of those conversations already. So I have a lot more insight on how your character is, your personality is, and be like, you hold values and characteristics that I would look for in my husband,
Okay, yeah, that
or that I would
get
like
you
my
on.
husband to have.
That's understandable. I get what you mean. By that. I get what you mean by that.
Obviously, you gotta have sexual chemistry. It's not obvious. Some people, sexual chemistry grows for them.
Okay. The other day I saw something on Instagram. Yeah. And it says, what attracts you first to last? A, money. B, looks. C, vibes. D, personality.
Okay.
So from A being top,
No, you just have to say which one's
yeah,
first.
to the last one.
Okay. Who's
So
going
money, looks, vibes, personality.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
Vibes. There's got to be a vibe. There's got to be a chemistry. There's got to be something that I like about you. So that's what I'm attracted to first. It says attracts. So I'm attracted to somebody's vibe. Then I'm attracted to personality. I'm a sucker for personality. Money, then looks. Yeah, looks for me is last. Yeah, looks will fade. And for me personally, if I like your vibe and your personality, I already find you attractive. So the looks is out the window. So I'm gonna be like, I told you already, I always like a guy for his vibe or whatever. So if someone says to me, oh, like, he's not even nice, he's nice to me already.
Yeah.
Because I like his vibe, I like his personality. So that already turns me on.
Okay.
Do you get it? Like, it doesn't have to be your looks. Plus, looks can fade.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Looks can fade, and your money's got to be up to a certain standard. So money will come third. It's not the most important thing. I'm not attracted to money because
Yeah.
anyone can look like money
Yeah.
and don't have money.
Yeah.
So that's not attractive. And somebody that flaunts money, I don't find that attractive. Anyone could pretend. What about for you?
For me,
I wonder if you're gonna surprise me.
no. I don't know surprise myself. I think my first one would be looks because I'm always looking at people like, oh yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, you have a wandering eye.
You know, like you got to look at him from the head to the toe. Okay.
She really does the head to toe. When we was younger, if I'd see a guy and tell you,
I'd be like, look at his trainers.
she'd be like, oh, what trainers are you wearing? I'd be like, what? She'd like, what trainers are you wearing? I don't know what trainers. What, you don't know what trainers are wearing? I don't know what was on his feet. I was looking in the man's face or his mouth or whatever. She'd be like, nah, boy. If he ain't wearing this, I'm like, I don't even know what trainer that is. Much less. She was terrible. She was actually terrible growing up. So I
Okay,
want to see if
so-
it'll surprise me. So looks, yes.
and then it will be like their vibe, like it would be their vibe, like what their vibe is like.
Better be a money vibe.
And then it will be their personality. Because obviously when I start talking now, once they've got a nice personality, like
Yeah.
what you saying, like can you conversate?
Wait, what are you saying? Money's lost for you?
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then it's money. Like, come on. That is me. Looks, vibe, personality, money.
Okay.
It might seem like money is first, but it's not. No,
I'm not judging you.
seriously.
Surprise me.
Did I
Surprise
surprise
me.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
surprise
like
you?
looks. Yeah, you surprised me.
What do you think would come back with me?
I thought
You can't say looks because
no,
you see my
not
exes.
looks. I would say personality.
No disrespect. But there's no disrespect.
I'm done with this girl.
Let me just.
Drink. I would have said personality for you first.
Okay, yeah. But vibe and personality, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, I think personality.
You know me.
What about you for you? Rick?
What is it again?
Money, looks, vibes, personality.
Money, looks, vibe, personality. Vibe, personality, looks, the money.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah, money's
It's gotta be a vibe.
last. Do you know why I say money's last? Because you haven't gone out with this person yet. Remember, you're just meeting this person, so you're not even thinking
Okay,
about that.
so wait.
Okay, here we go. Always has drawn me out.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put it into practicality. Yeah. It's what attracts you. If you meet a guy, yeah, and you're out at a club or whatever, and you're attracted to his looks, then you like his vibe and whatever, and then you go to the bar, and then when you're at the bar, he says, "Can you buy me a drink? Because I got no money."
Yeah, I'll buy a drink.
That's
Then that put you
wild.
off. If you-
That's wild.
A
If
little
he
bit.
said to you, "Can you buy me a drink?"
You
'Cause I
know
got
why?
no
Because
money.
I'm not a bad mind, and I'm not a bitch. I'm not a horrible person. I'd be like,
No,
yeah.
but would you
I
be
would buy-
attracted to
but-
that? No, you
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't. No, it's not that I wouldn't be attracted. I'd be like, I wonder if he's just testing me to see like if I'm gonna buy the drink or not.
But what if you look like he ain't got money then? So if you
Like,
actually
I'm not
looks
looking
like
at. I'm not
but you
looking
are,
for him
because you
like
said
he's got-
looks.
Yeah, I'm talking about looks as in like how he looks.
Yeah, but
his
how he
face.
looks. But if he look like he nah no money.
I didn't think of that because
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm saying looks as in like his facial looks,
Yeah,
like what
yeah,
he
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like.
But
Get
what about
me?
the
I
way
wasn't-
he's dressed? You clock that.
Yeah, I will clock it.
So-
but before I'm clocking that, I'm looking at his face, and it's like, okay, you're
And then
cute.
his trainers.
And then I'm looking at you up and down to see, like, okay, what
I know
what?
if a man had a certain pair of trainers on, she wouldn't chat to him.
Like what kind of trainers?
Oh,
Like what kind of trainers?
I don't know trainers, so I couldn't even tell you a bad trainer. What if you look like you had fake Balenciagas? See?
But nowadays you can't even tell if they're fake or real.
You can. I'm just saying, like, I would like to know that there's some kind of money going on. I'm not talking about large amounts of money. I'm just talking about maybe working or whatever. Looks to me is just least important in a person. So that's why money would become before looks. Because to me, looks is not the all and be all. Like your hygiene would come before looks for me.
Yeah,
100%.
oh come on, yeah. But that's not on there, I didn't say that.
Yeah, no.
Like when you're in a relationship and you don't speak about certain things, like what we were saying, sometimes us as females are reluctant to say what we want.
Yeah. Definitely,
And you
I
can
agree.
you end up being with someone for like 12 years and you've been wanting to get married in that 12 years and it ain't happened. Because you're waiting on this one particular person to pop the question.
I just think don't wait either
And I
side,
think
man or woman. Because I've
sometimes
been in a
you get
long-term relationship
older.
and didn't want to get married.
Yeah.
I think
some-
waiting's long. If you know from when you know the person is not willing to get married, it's
And
a
it's
bit
something that you
want to
wish
do.
and you've expressed that.
What's
and
the
there's
point
been
of
no
me staying?
compromise.
Yeah.
I mean, come to a compromise at least.
Yeah, like even like a not even like a. I don't even know. I don't know. I haven't reached that part.
Yeah, because people would
Sorry.
also say like in people's defense that don't want to get married, they will say, well, we've been living together 10 years anyway, so what difference is it
Yeah,
going
why
to
does it
make?
why does it matter?
So I feel like the difference is your partner's happiness. That's the difference. So if you have been living together for 10 years, like you're a married couple anyway, and one or the other wants to get married, the man or the woman, I feel like if that's your partner and that's what's going to make them feel fully fulfilled and it's an aspiration of theirs, why not continue to please your
To please
partner
them.
and give into marriage if you don't see what the difference is anyway?
But he might see it as, well, I'm giving in. I don't need
It's
to
not
give
about
in.
giving, but you do.
I know, but I'm just saying, sometimes men think like that, like, no, why am I giving in? I
Because
said I don't want
relationships-
to get married. and that's
Relationships
it.
are compromised.
But then do you stay or do you go?
But if the reason, to me, if the reason is, what's the difference anyway, then so what's stopping you?
Yeah, I get that.
If
I
it's
get
not
that.
a cultural, if it's not a religious belief or cultural thing or whatever, if it's just, to me, that's a cop out. Because if we're
need
living
a-
like man and woman, man and wife anyway, there are a lot of benefits to being married.
Yeah.
As well as people just say, oh, I'm trapped in this, that, and the other. So do you see not being married to me as an easy way that you could just get up and walk? Then how far does your commitment run in this relationship really then?
Yeah, I do think you have to tell them exactly
What you want.
what
But
you
it's
want.
very
but
difficult.
not
I
like
have to say,
if you
from
don't
a
want to
woman's
get
point- I
married,
think from a
don't
woman's
cop out
point
with
of
like
view-
because I just don't.
Yeah,
have a good
you have to have a
explanation.
good reason
like,
why
yeah, a
you
reason
don't want
like
to.
literally.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to, then why are you here?
Yeah.
I just think, speaking from a woman's point of view, I think sometimes it's very difficult, as confident as you might be as a person, to articulate to a man what you expect out of a relationship. I think it's quite a scary prospect to do.
That and you have to be truthful to each other as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yourself, because you're the only person you're lying
Someone's
to
gonna
is yourself.
get hurt.
Yeah.
Someone's feelings is gonna get trampled on.
Yeah.
But I just think honestly the best policy.
And you have to compromise.
Mm.
Sometimes something might not be what you want today, but if you're not totally against it, then just compromise. Do you know what I mean? And don't lead somebody on. Don't say the next year and you know in the next
Yeah,
year
you're
you're not
not
gonna
gonna
even.
do nothing.
You're not gonna want to do that. And
That's
women are
foul.
not to pressure men to get married just because you want to get married either. It's not a pressurizing thing. Some women will just say, I just want to get married, and they're not even thinking about the kind of man. Any man will come
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, I feel like people who want to get married just because of the ceremony.
Yeah.
They don't know how
The
to be.
celebration.
They don't even know how to be a girlfriend, let alone a wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you really want? You just-
celebration is a small part.
yeah, it's a minute part.
Our friend that recently got married and didn't tell anybody. But
Anyway.
I can't be angry because I've always had in my head as well, if I got married, I would actually like to be married for a year before I actually shared that with people. And then when I shared it, I would probably like them to, when he's proposed to me, like we do an open proposal, like we'd be like, the prank's on you. I'm not actually surprised that he proposed to me because we've been married for a year.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get engaged, married, I think your first year of marriage life, so many people are going to be saying, oh, you're married now, you need to do this. Oh, you're married now, don't you need to do that? Oh, you need to know that you're a wife. You need to know that you're a husband. There's so much input coming from different, not that people might mean it in a malicious way.
No, but I
Yeah.
get what you
But
mean. It's like
so
having a
many
newborn
opinions.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold the head this way.
yeah, hold it
Make
this
her a
way.
blanket. Put a blanket underneath. before you hold
I
the
get
baby.
that now.
Don't
No,
make
that's
her come
actually
out.
a good
Yeah.
idea, you know?
And then we
That's
celebrate
good.
it again and do a ceremony after a year because we've got comfortable being married.
Yeah.
We've we've made it our own. I think that's really nice. I think that having that whole intimacy,
That's kinda
being
bad.
somebody's wife and having a husband, to me, I feel like it's the pinnacles of life. Like, what? It's like if you're in a
the end game.
relationship
It's the end
with
game.
somebody,
It's the end game.
why wouldn't you want that high level of intimacy and romance, and you've said vows and your beliefs to each other, and you've held that vow, that's a promise to each other in front of God if you're religious, or however you do it. Like, I think that is a true sign of commitment.
So, growing up, when you was much younger, and you know you thought about getting married, having children, having a partner, whatever not, did you always think to yourself like, yeah, I want to get married? Or